Today we're going to be diving into Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling and The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Stevenson. And now these books, though written over a century apart, share a lot of textual similarities in terms of ideas and values. And to start somewhere, we're going to kick things off by looking at the duality of Ginny Weasley, both when she's being possessed by Tom Riddle and when she's not. At the beginning of Chamber of Secrets, Lucius Malfoy slips in a diary amongst Ginny's things, and what seems like a harmless book sets off a whole chain of events, messing with Ginny's mind. The diary, containing a piece of Voldemort's soul, starts controlling Ginny, and Ginny, normally sweet and shy, starts doing unimaginable things that she can't even remember.
There was another attack today and I don't know where I was. Tom, what am I going to do? I think I'm going mad. I think I'm the one attacking everyone, Tom.
This quote really shows Ginny's inner struggle, her true self battling against the actions she's being forced to do, like killing roosters and muggleborns and releasing the basilisk. It's like she's got this evil alter ego taking over, just like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. In The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, every day, and from both sides of my intelligence, the moral and the intellectual, I thus grew steadily nearer to that truth. By those whose partial discovery I have been doomed to such dreadful shipwreck, that man is not truly one, but truly two. I was slowly losing hold together of my original and better self, and becoming slowly incorporated with my second and worse. My devil had long been caged, he came out roaring. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is all about Jekyll's internal struggle. Hyde is an integral part of Jekyll that he normally keeps hidden. This is unlike Ginny's story, as the evil Ginny is not an integral part of her, but is instead a possession of her by Tom Riddle. Over time, Hyde starts taking over Jekyll, just like Riddle starts taking over Ginny. This overall presents how evil is shown in both these stories, one internal and one external. Now let's take a look at Tom Riddle and Lord Voldemort. Tom Riddle, in his schooling days, was charming and seemed smart. Even Professor Dippet says, "You are not to blame," showing how deceptive he was. Riddle's journey to becoming Voldemort is marked by his deep dive into dark arts. As Dumbledore explains, very few people know that Lord Voldemort was once called Tom Riddle. He disappeared after leaving the school, travelled far and wide, consorted with the very worst of our kind, underwent so many dangerous magical transformations that when he resurfaced as Lord Voldemort, he was barely recognizable. Riddle's outward charm hides his growing darkness, just like Dr. Jekyll's respectable front conceals Hyde's brutality. This duality helps her understand the hidden evil in both characters. Duality is a key theme in both books, with Chamber of Secrets being all about Ginny's possession by Tom Riddle, and also Riddle's transformation into Lord Voldemort, and The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde being all about Hyde taking over Dr. Jekyll. Both these stories use suspense and mystery to explore the dualities and to keep the readers guessing about who the true culprit is. But why does Chamber of Secrets stray away from the traditional Gothic tone? Chamber of Secrets does this, making the themes and essence relatable for a younger audience. The Gothic themes are there, hidden evils, mystery, and duality, but they are presented in a way that fits the tastes of modern kids. While Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde has a dark, brooding vibe, Chamber of Secrets mixes in themes such as friendship, adventure, and fighting against evil. Modern Gothic works often blend in old elements with new contexts. Chamber of Secrets does this, making the themes and essence relatable for a younger audience. This shows how flexible Gothic elements can be and their ongoing relevance. To really get these adaptations, we need to look at the literary values and the canon. Gothic literature typically delves more deeper into the darker side of human nature, morals, and societal limits. Stevenson's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, a classic case of the Western canon, does this through a deep psychological lens, presenting duality as a core human trait. Jekyll's fight with his dark side reflects the clash between societal expectations and primal urge, a theme deeply rooted in Victorian values. Rowling's Chamber of Secrets reworks these themes for today's readers. The psychological themes are still there, but they are shown through Ginny Weasley's possession of Tom Riddle's diary. This shift from internal conflict to external battle makes the story more engaging for modern audiences, incorporating themes such as empowerment and resilience. Psychoanalytic criticism dives into these psychological aspects. Jekyll's transformation into Hyde can be seen as a part of his psyche, holding repressed desires. Hyde is Jekyll's unrestrained impulses, leading to his downfall. Similarly, Ginny's possession by Riddle taps into her fears and insecurities, with Riddle acting as a dark mirror to her deepest anxieties. Control is also worth noting in this analysis. Ginny is not in control of anything at all, but Jekyll understands what his condition is, and through the understanding of his condition, he gains control. But he, in his maturity, understands that it is easier to let go of the light and to take and embrace the darkness. But Ginny, young and innocent, attempts to fight and regain control, notably throwing the diary into the girls' bathroom, but to no avail. She holds onto the light and with no control. Postmodernism has influenced today's Gothic works, including Harry Potter. This influence is clear in how modern stories mix genres, tackle traditional tropes, and twist modern genres. Chamber of Secrets combines fantasy, mystery, and Gothic themes of horror to make it more appealing for a wider range of audience. This approach breaks down the strict boundaries of the genre, showing postmodernism's love for diversity and blending. In the end, both The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and The Chamber of Secrets explore themes of duality and mystery, even though they are aimed for different audiences and contexts. Stevenson's novella explores duality and mystery through more psychological and deeper undertones, whereas J.K. Rowling's exploration of duality and mystery is mixed in with fantasy and adventure for a younger audience and to recontextualize the story. The lasting appeal of these stories lies in their look at the human condition. Shut up. Wait, no, leave this. Okay. The lasting appeal of these stories lies in their look at the human condition. The nature of evil.
I think we need to stop it.
The lasting appeal of these stories lies in their look at the human condition, the nature of evil, and the complexities of identity. I wasn't looking at the script. Both these readers? Stop.
No, it's only with 3.